Yay! Look at all of you on the screen. Say hello.
Hi
Hello,
So
everyone.
cute.
hello.
Oh my gosh. Well, everyone, welcome. Oh, did you start your stream yet, Squid?
I just did.
Hell
I
yeah.
think. I don't know. Am I
Sweet.
good at what I do? I don't know.
Are we streamers? I don't know. But yeah, everyone, welcome on in. Today we are celebrating Pride Month with Riot Games today. Joining us is Squid, Zoe, and Ricky. We'll do a little bit of introductions. Just a moment. I'll start first. So in the bottom right corner, we have some fan art rolling around throughout the stream, made by some lovely friends of ours. And yeah, so to start off, hi everyone, my name is Janae, or Trash, you can call me. Pronouns are she, he, they. I am a content creator slash streamer from Sydney, Australia, and I'm very honored to be here today to celebrate Pride Month with you all. And I'll kick it off to Squid.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Squid. Y'all, my name's Squid. Pronouns she, they. I live in the States. I don't live in Australia. Born and raised in the South, actually. So, and I'm actually kind of newer to coming out, I guess you'd say. It's been about 3 or 4 years, which I consider that new, I think. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. Oh, fun fact about me. I'm terrified of birds. Does that matter? I don't know. But I do know it's irrational. It still terrifies me. But yeah, we can go ahead and toss it on over to Zoe.
Hi, my name is Zoe. I am an associate QA engineer at Riot Games. I work on the game analysis team for Valorant. So, what we kind of do is we work with the designers and we kind of help them get feedback on like kind of their ideas and kind of let them know like what we think its effect on the game as a whole could be. So a lot of the changes that you see coming out now, like at some point, like we've given feedback on, which is kind of cool. I'm up in Seattle, Washington, and my pronouns are she/her. And I'll kick it over to Ricky.
Hi everyone. My name is Ricky Taylor. On Riot Games, I'm known as Riot Gamer Rix. So if you ever see me, say hi. But yeah, no, I'm a manager of visual design. Specifically, my team works on motion design experiences within Valorant. We have a lot of cool, exciting things planned for this year. Our team was just founded, the motion design team was just founded on Valorant towards the end of last year. So we're kind of a baby team on Valorant, but we have a lot of exciting plans. And yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much. Happy Pride, everyone. And Squid, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to use that bird information against you later. I might pick Sky. Let's go.
Oh,
No.
Sky Main right here. Oh, I'm so excited. Thanks so much for introducing yourselves. Before we get into the questions though, maybe we can dig a little bit more on like what your role consists of day to day, if that's okay. Just so we can know a little bit more like what you work with Valorant or Riot Games in general. And yeah. If you want to start with Zoe.
Yeah, I can go ahead and start. So as I said before, I'm on the game analysis team, and what we do is we work kind of like with designers and kind of with balance in like the core game, and we will help kind of like give feedback on a lot of like upcoming like changes and like things like that and like what its impact on the game might be. We don't really test like the live game that often, but a lot of the stuff that's still like in development and kind of things like that. So there's not a lot that I can really talk about, but there's a lot to be excited about.
me at the same time. Bird.
Damn. Great.
That's so funny.
I probably should have done the same thing because Zoe probably knows cool things that I don't even know. But yeah. On my side, so for motion design or motion graphics, some people, when they hear that, they immediately think of like character animation, but that's a separate team. What my team does is we sort of focus on sort of the motion experiences that you'll experience with the UI primarily. So, for example, Premiere's in beta right now. If you guys have been playing and enjoying Premiere, there's some motion expression, especially if you hit that last champion screen, with all the end of game flow, etc. So we're sort of like amping up those moments to make them feel more Valorant and more expressive.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I love. I've only tried Premiere twice, and I won twice both my games. I'm very proud of that.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, no, it was a cool experience, and I can't wait to do more of that as well. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
I love motion design in general. Motion design is so fun. Terrifies me. If I ever even to like look at something to start trying to do it, no. And I just learned not too long ago what like QA engineers do and how important that role is. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for making the game great.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Squid, do you want to kick it off with the first question?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and jump into some questions. So you obviously can share as much as you want. You can be as vulnerable as you want. But also, like, if you ever like, this is not a question I want to answer, totally fine. The first one is pretty straightforward and something that is important to all of us. And I think that we all can have different answers. But what does pride mean to you? And either one of you can jump in. I don't know. Would you rather me call? We can do a lot of things here. We can nose goes.
Either or. I'll nose goes first. That's fine for me. Yeah, I feel like Pride is just kind of all about inclusivity for me. Like, I think it's just a time where everyone can kind of come together, feel included, feel like they're represented. I mean, that should be a feeling throughout the entire year, but we have a month, to kind of just put a spotlight on it. And I think it's just a great time to celebrate our differences, but then also what makes us all the same, that we're all humans wanting to be accepted and live our lives authentically. So for me, it's all about being inclusive.
Hell yeah.
And for me, I've like thought about this question for like a while, and it's hard for me to come up with, I feel like, a very solid answer, because to me it's kind of like very fluid how I feel about pride. It's like, it's kind of like a feeling to me, even though like, like right now we're in Pride Month, but there's just something about kind of like the culture and the feeling of like belonging, especially like during Pride Month to, a group of people. And it's just something that I didn't feel a lot of like growing up, and as I finally came to like accept myself for who I am and really come to understand like, who I am in general, like it started to garner like a feeling of being proud and just feeling of belonging. And that's kind of what Pride Month for me really solidifies, is it like brings to light that feeling, and just kind of seeing like all the people celebrating Pride Month and being proud to be who they are. And yeah, that's what pride means to me.
Aww.
I think it's cool because I think. Go ahead. No,
go
ahead.
No. You go first.
No, I think it's really cool because like I agree with the fluidity of what pride can mean to someone and what it specifically means to me. And while I have pride 24/7, like 365 days a year, Pride Month specifically is very exciting for me to see like which people see the significance and see how important it can be, but by doing it in a specific way of like it being casual. Like I think I love seeing that, like if I have a friend, I remember the first time that a friend messaged me during Pride Month, like first day of June, and was like, hey, happy Pride Month. I was like, oh my God. That meant the world to me.
Aww.
And so it's kind of nice specifically with the month to see other people who don't live it every day, like being able to make that a priority, which is really hard too, because then you can run into people that are just doing it to fit in. But specifically with my close people, it's nice. It's a way to feel seen.
Yeah, I was gonna say like as well, jumping on what Zoe said, like the sense of belonging, because I think for me as well, like growing up, like I never had like queer friends till like maybe early 20s or like mid 20s, where I got like a proper group of like queer friends. So it was just like having that month is like also another way to celebrate all of us together and like hanging out and just be ourselves. And yeah,
almost like it's the time to specifically push us all together. It's like, hey, go
Hey,
out to this
queer.
place and you're gonna find a lot of other people.
Yeah.
But no, that I mean that's something that we all search for in many areas of our life, no matter if it's at our job, at school, or at home, is a sense of belonging.
Mm.
And so I love that y'all brought that up.
Yeah. Yay. The second question
All
that
the
we
warm
had.
fuzzies.
Oh, sorry. So it's
Oh, I was just saying all the warm fuzzies. All
Yeah.
these answers
Right?
were just
It
like
makes you
so
feel
virtual
good.
information. Yeah,
I
yeah,
know. Oh, because our Pride Month in Australia is in like February, March. So it's nice that for us, like we get to celebrate it then, and then we get to celebrate it now as well. So
Oh,
we get to
that's
celebrate
cool.
twice.
I didn't know that.
Ah, yeah. So we have our Mardi Gras in February, March, around that time. And then that's where like the big parade is and everything. And it's just like a nice time where everyone just like, gets together and just hang out and just be gay and have fun.
So what you're telling me is I need to start celebrating Australian Pride Month as well.
Yes. I think everyone should be celebrating at least 5 times a year.
I love
Every
it.
day. Yeah. But yeah, going to the next question. Now we're kind of getting into more about video games. The next question is, why do you think it's important to have queer characters represented in video games? And is there like any other like queer like video game characters that you kind of relate to growing up, and that's like inspired you as well? Yeah. Whoever wants to go first, feel free, jump in.
I'll go ahead and take this one first this time. As far as like why I think it's important, I think representation both in like media as well as like people are really important for like just feeling like you belong, especially I feel like for people growing up, because I didn't have that growing up. Like there were no, like queer characters or role models, as I was, going through school and growing up, and not having that creates kind of a sense of like isolation where it's like, there's something different about yourself, and like the things that people might say about who you are if you were to come out, it's like may not always be the greatest things. So I think it's important now that we have these characters that people can see themselves in, or see a part of themselves, so that they know that they belong and that they're not alone, because especially nowadays it's kind of tough, I think. So having that, having said that, I think as more like game studios and as more like movies and shows and content creators are kind of like out there and expressing themselves and things like that, I think it does so much for like the communities. I think that's really important.
100%.
Yeah, I would just like to add on to that and say, like, I originally grew up in like a very, very small town in the Midwest, and so I didn't really feel like there was any sort of representation around me. And because of that, I felt like I came out and was more honest with myself much later in life than maybe some other folks. Like I came out when I was around the age of 26.
Oh.
And so it's just, but I feel like that was part of like my culture, and also like keeping myself like mentally and maybe physically safe too, and by keeping that to myself until I was grown up and like able to like handle that, and so yeah, I think everyone kind of just comes from a different background when it comes to that. But like when it with representation in like video games or just media in general, I mean, there's queer people that are involved in the making of and consuming of any type of content, like, and so just to have that representation in there is important. Yeah, and so for me, I'm same as Zoe. Like I felt like growing up, there wasn't a lot of queer representation in games that I can kind of remember. Like there was definitely more like fruity characters maybe, right? Like, but there was nothing that was like kind of explicitly out there. And so it was kind of nice now to kind of see games with characters being made, and they're being made in mind to like represent different and diverse backgrounds for folks.
It's nice. It's really nice because whenever you have like characters in games that people are relating to already, and then they also come out as queer later too, it always gives me like a good little like, I didn't know that you loved this super queer character.
Like, oh.
And like, but it becomes more natural. It becomes like less of a like scary thing to talk about. I think that that's where it is and that's where it lies, is that a lot of people are scared to bring things up or talk about things or talk about their own sexuality. But when you have like a person who's playing Valorant, they're like maybe even like a young kid playing Valorant or something, sees and notices this or like finds it on some sort of like Reddit or whatever, it creates those conversations that they maybe never would have had until later on in their life. And so it just becomes more natural, and it seems like it's less of a scary thing to talk about, because some people for some reason decide to get scared about that stuff. And when you see it more often and you're presented it more often, it becomes more of a natural thing, an easy thing to speak on.
Yeah, that's very true. That was seeing like Killjoy and Ray's story when it came out like made me so happy, because I was like, oh my god, like lesbians. And then just like in other games as well, like for example like Apex or like Overwatch and stuff like that, now I was like, it's becoming more common to have like these characters. It just makes me my little heart happy, so it makes me more like comfortable in the gaming world as well. And
I mean, let me ask you, let me add in a question here too. Was anyone else shipping them before they actually were out there? Like people, like it was said, like definitely there is a relationship. Did any of y'all kind of ship them on your own? Because I did. I thought that they were flirting, and all of their like, if you had a Raze and a Killjoy in at the same time, they flirted. That's all I can say. So I definitely saw it before. Did any of y'all?
I don't know if I can say. Oh, sorry. You
no. It's okay. Oh, no, I was just gonna say I could sense a little, but I wasn't like, I didn't want to like confirm. I mean, like, I'm just gonna let them do their thing and see what happens. And then
For me, I don't play Killjoy or Raze that much, and so I've never really caught and put some threads through some of the voice lines and everything. But I think it's just like super awesome about them. I mean, in my head, I definitely ship other characters. So.
Don't we all? That's like a common thing, right?
We just ship someone with someone all the time. Yeah.
So the next question that we have does delve a bit deeper, in a way. So how would y'all say that you feel the current state of representation in the game industry is? How do y'all feel about that current representation?
I can kick things off for this one. I mean, I feel like we are on an upwards trend in terms of getting more representation and diversity in video games. It seems like, I mean, there's so many video games being made out there, and it feels like there's really something for everyone at this point, which is fantastic, but there could definitely be more representation, especially from bigger titles, right? But it's been, I mean, at least like, again, as we were kind of saying, growing up, the amount of representation we had back then versus now, it seems like, this is like incredible at this moment. But something that I also kind of like about what's happening now, and Squid, you were kind of like mentioning this at the beginning of your last answer, but you know, when you were mentioning, you know, if you like a character and you're vibing with them, and then they come out as queer later on, and you're like, oh, that's, you know, that's awesome. But it's kind of interesting how we have some video game characters being made, like, ideated as a queer character, and then we also have some characters who feel like they're kind of having a coming out story, you know, and that's something that a lot of people in our community can really relate to. So it's interesting that we're kind of having both things happen. I don't know, it's just a weird, authentic thing in a sense.
No, I like that. I like that a lot.
I was gonna say, as far as like representation in the games industry, like can't really talk about like within the gaming industry that much in depth, because I started at Riot actually in January, so and this is my first job in the gaming industry, so you know I can't really speak for any other companies or anything like that. But at Riot, you know, like there are different rigs which are rioter inclusivity groups, I think I got that right. Yeah. And
Rainbow
so we have
Riders.
like the Rainbow Rioters, there's like Rad Genders, and then there's a lot of other ones. And I think one of the things that like makes some of the characters in Valorant feel so holistic or like natural is because of the depth that comes either from maybe just insights from people from these different rigs or
Mm.
like outside of Riot, but the characters are designed to feel like very like natural and like real and not more to fit like a stereotype that might exist in like people's minds for these things. And like rigs were involved, I believe, with things like Gecko, like one of the more recent agents, and like things like that. So I think that Riot does a really good job of having representation in both the games and in the company culture, because I feel very, very safe and
Aw.
welcomed at Riot, which is
Yeah.
not something that I think I'd say about every job I've ever worked at or
Aw.
school I've ever been to. So
Mm.
yeah. And then as far as like other things, like prior to working at Riot, I actually used to coach in Valorant, and so like the esports industry is kind of in the gaming sphere of things, and I have seen a lot more representation in esports, I'd say, in the last few years than existed maybe 10 years ago. And seeing that climb with things like Game Changers, Calling All Heroes, and like other things similar to that has been really awesome, both for like whether that be kind of like just like women's esports or like all marginalized genders. Like a lot of these operations are including like non-binary like players and things like that, and transgender players, and it's been awesome to see. So
Aw.
I love that.
I love it.
I also love the thing that you brought up about the amount of effort that Riot puts in specifically to Valorant characters. That was something that I hold
Yeah.
very tightly on, and something that like makes me love the game even more. Is because like when I've talked to a couple of people who work at Riot and specifically work for Valorant and on those specific characters, and the amount of passion that you hear in their voice when they talk about like doing that research and making sure that it's as authentic as possible. It's beautiful. I love it.
Am I allowed to
That's
ask
just me
this-
harping positively.
Am I allowed to ask, is like, has any of the characters of Valorant been like based off any of the staff members of Riot, or is it just like a big like collaboration kind of group project thing?
Oh man, that's a good question, because I know, for a fact, like League of Legends in the early days, some of the characters were based off of some of the devs, right? For Valorant though, I don't think I wasn't around when the game was,
Right.
being made, before it was released, so I can't say. I don't have that information.
That's valid. Alright, it's all good. Yeah. The next question that I was gonna talk about was your reactions to Killjoy and Ray's story when it came out. We kind of touched on it before, but I just want to see if you had any like anything about your experience when it came out, or like the progress of it. Like, did you know anything about it, or like any fun facts that you can talk about when it comes to that? Or like, again, like what you were saying, Ricky, like was there any other characters that you ship with in Valorant, and who is it?
So for myself, like I actually wasn't working at Riot when like all those tweets and the photos and things were coming out and the story was developing online. So I was just a player at that time. And I thought it was really cool to see how, in my perspective, the story kind of shaped out. As like it went from like a missing hat and how things kind of like developed from there. And it was something that I was actually interviewing at the time for Riot when this was going on, and seeing all of this played out made me, thinking like, man, I really hope I get that job. And luckily I did. So, that's kind of how it developed for me.
That's so cool. I didn't know it was from a missing hat, actually. Yeah. I don't
Oh
know-
yeah, there was a whole lore. There was little bits and pieces here and there, and people were putting the puzzles together.
Right. Yeah. Ricky, you have
think
any?
it's always
What about you,
fun.
Ricky?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, I think it's always fun when a story's kind of told in that way, and I really like it when we like sort of output illustrations of our characters in everyday situations. You know, like there's images of like all of them like eating together or getting hot pot or whatever, right? And those are the things that kind of help us feel a little bit more connected to them. And so I think that the way they handled the Killjoy and race thing was really, really smart. But I know for me it was also kind of a blur during that time because I had moved over to Valorant in July, end of July, and so I was still, even though that was quite a few months later, I still felt like I was just kind of like trying to get up to speed and like learn everything and just do a good job at what I was doing. And so it's one of those things where this year I'm trying to get more involved with Rainbow Riders and with all the like different rigs that we have at the company because I feel like I've kind of found my place here a bit more. But I think that Valorant's always really handled Pride in such an awesome way. Like for me, when it comes to like, I know that Pride is all about rainbows and stuff, but as a visual designer, I'm like, oh, rainbows, they're so hard to work with and whatnot. But the way that we kind of do our player cards in the game and everything, I just think it's like a really trendy, tasteful way of like handling that sort of representation. So it was really cool to kind of also see Valorant characters sort of come out and be able to like represent a whole new group of people who play the game.
Yeah. Like
Kind of
me.
like right? To kind of like jump off that a little bit, Ricky, since you brought up like with the art design, and specifically like banners and whatnot that are in there, what are some of your favorite elements of the Valorant Pride, like in-game items or like even the other games that are produced by Riot? Is there anything that you're like, oh, this is the one thing that I love? This is something. Is there anything maybe too that we don't realize is actually queer?
Oh, secret queer things. I don't know if there's any secret queer things that I know of. But now I kind of want to like ask around. I don't know. I get a lot of joy out of like having a Pride gun buddy on, and then somebody kills me because I'm not great at the game, and then they get my gun, and I'm like, I hope you're a supporter. I hope you're an ally. That's how I like to like show my expression of pride in the game.
Aww.
See, I just need to be able to put that gun buddy on every single one of them, though.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's just
there you go.
Pride one, the only one that you can put on all of them.
Give us
Yes.
10 of each. Yeah. How about you, Zoe?
Yeah. I also really like the gun buddy. I think that, like rainbows go with everything, so you can put on any skin, so it's like super versatile, which is nice. Unlike some of the other gun buddies that, like it's a bit more, I want to match it. But I also really like the titles, and I like the title with this most recent bundle, the Proud and Fierce title, because the other ones were, I think, Proud and Ally, and I don't know, there's just something about Proud and Fierce that, it makes me want to rock that title.
Yeah. I saw that recently as well. I was like, oh, because I usually use the Slay one right now. That's my favorite one. But yeah, the new ones are also really nice. And, can't wait to see there's more soon.
Isn't there one that's like potato or something? What's the one that says like, hey, I'm not super great at the game?
I think there is a potato one. Yeah.
I need that one on all of mine. Yeah.
I like to think I'm good at the game, but
hey, I'm sure you're great.
on the day.
We'll see in a moment, in about like maybe like half an hour. Because we're gonna play a little Swiftplay with y'all. Yeah.
That's true.
The next question I was gonna say was talking about the Pride banners on that as well, because the Pride banners that when got added in the game, I've actually seen a lot of like positive impacts. I've made a lot of friends actually from like all over the world because of the Pride banners, which is really amazing, and I've got to meet them IRL as well. But yeah, is there like any other like, since releasing those, like have you seen any other like positive impacts that you've seen or you've experienced yourself in game or like in other games as well with Riot? And yeah, like in your perspective. Anyone can go first.
So I have seen a lot of positive impacts from the banners, like and it brings me joy too, just being able to use the banner. I see other people using the banners. either on my own team or on the other team. But just seeing people being like really happy about being able to have something that feels like such a important part of themselves and then bring that into the game with them and make that part of their in-game identity is something that I think is really cool. I'm in a few different gaming group discords and just seeing a whole bunch of people so excited about like having the banner match themselves or matching with their friends and like things like that. And it really, I think, is a good representation of like Pride Month, where it's about like feeling included and feeling seen and supporting others. And yeah, like I've had a lot of really cool interactions with the banners, even just wearing it myself and then playing games and having people say things like Happy Pride Month or things like that.
Yeah.
Isn't that always
I love
cute?
that.
It always makes me so happy when they're like, Happy Pride Month, and I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I feel seen. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think the banners are really great, and I also just really appreciate that we have all the different like color variations too to represent all the different groups within like the queer space. And so I want to see more of that across the board. I know League has like their Poro icons that they come out with for your profiles, and then they also have like rainbow trails that come out of your character when the game starts. And so it's nice just not only seeing just like a rainbow or one side of things represented, but people can express themselves at various levels in a sense.
I'm waiting for pride skins for the guns. That's the one thing that I want.
You want a pride vandal.
Yeah. Good.
I would buy that whole pack. You'd get all my money.
Anything, you slap a rainbow on something, I'll buy it straight away.
I was about to say, here, I've got an idea. We're just gonna create this and make it happen. We're gonna get someone to design us a pride bundle, and then like part of the proceeds go to some LGBTQIA plus like charity. I've got plans.
We should pitch it.
I know.
But yeah,
that'd be
no,
cool.
I mean, we all obviously here, because we are here, really enjoy Valorant in the gaming community. But what are like a few key points as to why? Like, why do you love Valorant? Why do you love this gaming community and this game specifically? To like work on if it's that too, because I realized too that like y'all might not play all the time. But Zoe, you said that you used to coach, right?
Yeah, I did used to coach. So why do I love Valorant? It's like honestly, I could probably talk on this for about like 2-3 hours. So I'll try to keep it a little bit briefer. But when I first started playing Valorant, I actually wasn't out. So Valorant was like something that I just really enjoyed because of the game itself, and like COVID was going on when I first started playing, but it was also a part of something that I was doing at a time in my life where I was really trying to, I think, discover who I was. And like I actually made an alternate account with like the name Zoe and things like that, because I like wasn't out at the time. And being able to use that account and join like communities for like marginalized genders and just like supporting a whole bunch of different kinds of people was something that really made me feel like included, and that was just such a big part of my life. And then that led to competing and coaching in the Game Changer scene, which is the Valorant scene for marginalized genders. So, to answer the question about like why specifically do I love Valorant, like the characters feel very natural, but for me too, it's just Valorant was a part of my journey to discover and become like my true self. And I don't think that there's any other game that would have been able to help me do that quite as well as Valorant did. So
Aw. I love
That's
that.
amazing.
Now
Aw.
that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
I
I can
pulled in
see
my
I can see
heartstrings
I
a
can
little
see
bit.
why I could talk for hours with that one. I would listen to that for hours. Yeah. How about you, Ricky?
On my side, an aspect of Valorant that I really, really love is just how, like, one of our like pillars is be unapologetically international, and I feel like the game lives up to that, and I really like that. I like how much Valorant is just so like cool, and just like it has a lot of swag, but it's also like has a lot of representation. It feels very international, and I think that the characters just have so much personality and story there, and I want to know more about the characters too. Even as a dev, I want to know more about the characters, and so I'm hoping that in the future, we're able to do things that kind of like expand upon all of that. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things too with the community of Valorant. I think, and Zoe might know what I'm talking about here, but like when you elect to have Riot in your username, you're opening yourself up to a possible can of worms or whatnot, right? You could be targeted because, you could maybe be Iron 2 at the game like me, and then people are like, oh, this, Val dev sucks. But like, that does happen sometimes. But I don't know, I have so many more positive experiences. And then to kind of double on that, I do have gay in my username as well. And so I'm like, okay, like, is this going to be okay? Like, but it's led to more positive experiences and connections than negative ones. And so it also is one of those things where I don't want to remove it because I also want people to feel like they can be seen and that there's other people out there that are working on these games that can represent them. But in general, though, I have to say, I think the Valorant community has just been like really awesome. And even though I'm bad at the game, they're always so nice. So yeah.
I've looked too. I've looked too, and like the percentage, like if we're gonna go with like marginalized genders, the percentage of marginalized genders that play Valorant is a lot higher than a lot of the other games that I see. I don't have that quote right off the top of my head, so we're not gonna take this as like, but like I do know that it is a very high amount, which is really awesome. And going back to Zoe, like what you were saying about like the characters, there was Zoe or Ricky, but like talking about the characters and like their backstories, like I would watch a TV show that had these characters in it. I would watch this TV show. I would watch their lives unfold. I'd watch them fight for Radiant that they're trying to get, or whatever it is that like I would genuinely care about the stories of these people because I feel attached to them. And I've never really felt, especially in an FPS game. Yeah. That's the thing. It's the fact that it's an FPS game that you get to see that much inside of their lives just by like looking at other stuff. You can even hear it in like their voice lines. It's just there's a lot of personality there. And so, you know what, I'm also gonna start trying to let's get a campaign, is that like
the GoFundMe.
Because that's what I was saying. Because like, do you know how League has Arcane? And I was like, what if there's a Valorant show? I would watch the heck out of that.
I would watch a Valorant show
because I love the cinematics that you make. It's just so mesmerizing, and the graphics are beautiful. And I'm just like, oh man, I just want to watch, and also like more Killjoy and Ray's cinematics, or anything queer. I'm down. But yeah,
it's like whenever Minions came out, like I wanted an actual Minion. I want to meet these characters in real life because they exist. They're actually real in a way, which is really awesome. And I could harp on that forever. That's like been the thing that has kept me like stuck to Valorant and has kept like a hook on me is those storylines and like the personalities in the characters. It's amazing.
So
and
what I'm hearing
the
is
game doesn't look too bad either.
Yeah, we need to bring Minions into Valorant. Is that right, Squid?
You know what? If you did, yo,
maybe like one day you have like an April Fool's Day where it's like you bring like random characters in like Fortnite, and then just like have just them playing the game.
Be a fun little collab. We can make a fun collab with Minions.
Yes, we'll make it happen.
I don't know why. I just wanted a Bob so bad, but no. I mean,
a Minions bundle. Someone said in chat.
I really do. I just really do love the inclusivity that Valorant like takes its time on. Obviously things always are going to get better and people are going to continue to work on things and find even more stuff to do, but like Valorant, out of many of the other FPS games that I do play, because I enjoy FPS games, it's so incredibly inclusive. And the thought is just, it makes you feel warm inside.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. But yeah, we're almost at the end of the questions. But to close off, I just want to kind of say, ask if there's anything that you like to say to the chat or say to anyone that's like aspiring to be in the games industry or anything. Like if there's like words of wisdom that you can share, and what would it be? Anyone can go first.
I think for me, if somebody's aspiring to be in the games industry, I would just say pursue it. Before this gig, I've been at Riot for like a year and a month, and before this, I was not in the games industry, but I've been a passionate video gamer my entire life, and I knew that this is where I wanted to end up, and so, you kind of make these things happen, but there's no one clear path to any destination. Anybody can come from any background and make it work, and so. I would just say, like, if you want to be in games and you don't necessarily have the experience, don't let that necessarily stop you. Like, start doing things in your free time to level up and make it to where you can get there.
Aww. Hell yeah.
I think my advice for anyone that wants to get in the games industry would be don't doubt yourself. Like, prior to getting this job at Riot, I would have never thought that I could be working at Riot Games, or really any gaming company for that matter. And it's like one of those things where I was very passionate about Valorant and like coaching and playing and learning about the game, and I think that helped me immensely. And if you want to get in the gaming industry and you're passionate about games and this is something that you want to do, like, just keep that passion up, and don't give up on like applying for a position because you think that maybe you don't necessarily like fit like the box that like a game dev might be, and then don't be afraid to gain skills from jobs that are unrelated to the gaming industry, because teamwork, project management, like learning how to communicate with people, like these things are all applicable in almost any profession and in the gaming industry. So just because like right now, maybe if you're getting out of college and you're getting like a part-time job or something not immediately in the gaming industry, like learn the skills from that job that you're working now, because it's transferable to anything, and it'll go a lot farther than you might think it would.
Aww.
It's super cool. We were talking about this earlier. A lot of people don't realize the amount of jobs that there are when it like in the gaming industry. Like a lot of people, you see like professional players and you're like, oh, I can't work in gaming. And you forget that there's a whole back end. There's engineers. Like there are people who do art and design. There are people who manage, that are tournament operators. There's so many different areas. And so like if you want to get in it, there is an opportunity. And like when you said transferable skills, yes, that's huge. Like, because there are so many jobs that like you could have like a job out at like a bank or something, that job actually could apply in the esports industry or in gaming or in developing. Like there's things that transfer over, and it's awesome. Yeah.
I'm like taking notes right now. I wanna.
Jen said I got notes.
And I mean, the games industry is just like so big now too. I mean, there's so many like studios all across the country, all across the world, of various sizing too. So you don't even have to. I feel like some people, like growing up in the Midwest, it felt like some opportunities are so far away from me. But like Riot even has an office in St. Louis. Like there's just like there's stuff all around you, and communities you can get involved in. Game jams, for example, a lot of you can find like game jams on Meetup.com and things like that, and just find people in your area who are also passionate about making it in the games industry or trying out, some stuff, and so you can learn from each other. I would encourage all that sort of stuff too.
That's cool.
It's super cool.
I was like,
it's
where
so
is St.
cool.
Louis? I'm just
Well,
like,
that's the thing.
I'm
too.
my Australian bubble over here.
Use it in a sentence.
Can you use it?
Can you use it in a
That's the thing
sentence?
too. That's what's really awesome too about the gaming industry is that there's a lot of possibility for working from home. Like you can do a lot of remote work.
Yeah.
And so like it almost becomes a bit more inclusive because some people can't leave their homes. Some people don't have that ability to, and so it's a very inclusive space in that sense. In some areas of like this might be the best type of job for you is because you can stay at home. Maybe you have like a specific like family member you have to take. There's so many aspects, and working in the gaming industry, it's not going anywhere.
Right,
Like that's another thing. It's
I have
not
a
going
quick
anywhere.
question. Yeah. I was gonna say, I have a quick question for Zoe and Ricky. Like, when you were like applying for Riot, like, or like in the games industry in general, were you feeling scared or anything when it comes to like the hiring process, or just like being like openly queer and stuff like that? Like, did you have any like thoughts and feelings that you were going through? And yeah,
I'll go ahead
before we
and
end off.
start.
Yeah.
I had a lot of feelings. At the time when I was applying, I hadn't finalized my legal name change. Like it's now finalized, but I remember sitting there thinking to myself, like, what do I put on this resume and cover letter? It's like, do I want to use quotes? Like, do I want to include my dead name there? Do I want to just leave that off? Like, like what is the thing that gives me the best shot? And like I think I just overthought it and I just left it off completely. But like it is something that I did worry about. And then in interviews too, I was always just concerned too. And a lot of this is just on myself, but it's like it's like going interview. It's like like what like will they think of me, like things like that, like my appearance, my voice, all these things. And it's like these little fears that just add up that I think all were completely unfounded, of course, but it's just like it's like it added to the normal anxiety of I feel like going in for like interviews and the hiring process and things like that.
Yeah, and then I in my very first interview with the recruiter for Riot Games, I straight up asked, like, because people might be familiar with the like Kotaku article incident that happened years ago. If you're not, you can just Google it. But basically, Riot has a history of having some issues with like sexism, etc. And I just straight up asked, like, I've read this article, I've heard about this. I know it's been a few years, but like, can you talk to me honestly about what is going on with the culture at Riot? And the recruiter, the thing that told me that kind of like sold me was actually that very first moment about Riot Games in terms of they were like, I'm actually very, very glad you asked that question, and I want to answer everything honestly and be fully transparent with you about that and my experience and their experience, the recruiter's experience throughout that time too, and everything. And so that was like, okay, they really do care about people here. They care about not brushing some of the like spotty history parts underneath the rug or anything like that. And to me, as a person who's part of the LGBT plus community, I was like, that's really important to me because I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm going into a work environment that I don't feel included in or I don't feel accepted in. And so for me, that was one of those things. I was really nervous to ask that question as like one of my first questions during the interviews, but I was like, this is an important thing to ask, and I'm very glad I did because that also showed me what type of company Riot Games is. And so yeah, that was really important. But yeah, sorry, there was something else I wanted to say too, but I think I lost track of it.
Well,
That's okay.
That's the thing too. That's the thing too that a lot of people forget about when you're in an interview is that you're also interviewing the company. And if the company is not like if they don't feel comfortable even answering that question, do I feel comfortable being at that company? Probably not. And it's really interesting because like when I've done interviews more recently, like the job that I have now, I did this interview with my inclusive pride flag here, and then this is two women making out.
Yeah.
And so I was like, if you have a problem with that, then like maybe this is not where I need to be.
That's true. Yeah.
But
I
they
get
were cool
that.
with it, so
Hell yeah.
But you're
Red
exactly right.
flags.
Like it's as much of an interview for both sides, and
Mm.
you got to kind of treat it that way. I encourage anybody who goes into any job interview, always have a list of questions that you're ready to ask. It not only one shows, the employer that you're engaged and you're interested in what they're doing and everything, but you really should ask some questions up front before you accept a job offer, just to make sure it's good for you.
That's true. Yeah.
that's the thing. People get nervous about asking questions, and it's valid to get nervous about asking questions because you're not sure how they're going to respond. But at the same time, it's important for you to know, and you need to value yourself that much that it's okay to ask those questions, because those answers are going to, in turn, they're going to be what helps you decide on if you feel comfortable at that company. And so give yourself that that amount of worth.
Yeah. Thank you for answering that, by the way. I really appreciate it. So if you ever want to work at Riot, there's the tips. Oh, yeah.
There's your tips.
Squid, do you have any last questions before we get into gaming time?
I don't have any last questions, and maybe we'll think of some questions while we're playing and just naturally ask them. But those are the main things. I really appreciate y'all sharing that. Like some of the stuff can be heavy at times because it is a big deal. It's a big part of a lot of our lives, especially with everything that's going on in the world. And so thank you for doing that. Like that's huge and extremely appreciated by, I think I could speak for the entire community of yes, thank you.
Honestly, when I pitched this idea, I wasn't sure if it was gonna go like get chosen or anything, but I'm glad Francisco reached out and pulled this all together with me, and then just made it all work. And I just feel I always felt like Valorant or Riot Games in general has been a huge path in my career or my content creation. So to do this with LGBTQIA plus developers and stuff like that, it's just a huge moment for me as well. So I really appreciate all the devs, Zoe and Ricky, for being here as well. And yeah, just Squid, thank you so much for coming on and talking with me. And yeah, this has been huge for me. So I really appreciate it.
It's nice to see the representation, that's for sure, because there are plenty of places that can harp on supporting and being allies to a community, but then don't have anyone representing that on their own teams. And so it's really cool to see that your money is where your mouth is. It's not just that we do care and we do support, we even employ not that that's what they're searching for, but the fact that it's a welcoming enough place that people who are super talented, like the two of you are, want to work at Riot, and specifically on Valorant. So it's sick.
Yeah.
Are we gonna play some games?
Yes. We can switch to some games now.
I was gonna say I'm gonna get real sappy if not.
I just want to say though too, real quick, thank you both for having us on here, because like you all have said, representation does matter, and having conversations like this, open conversations, I think is very important. And so I hope that, for people who are tuning in, there's something that they were able to glean from this that kind of is helping them on their journey. But no, thank you both just as much. It's been really great.
Aww.
Do we want to do a quick shout out to y'all's social? Yeah. You can share if you want. You don't have to, but where people could follow you, because that's another cool way to to help with networking and getting to see people in the space and seeing the things. And you don't have to share, but if you want to, what your socials are or anything you want to share.
Sure. On Twitter, my social is @GamerRix. And yeah, if you feel free to send me questions if you have any about the games industry or whatnot, or add me on LinkedIn. Just if you do, just add a note that you're coming from the stream, so I know who the random LinkedIn people are. But and then also on Instagram, I have a drag account over there. minerva.s.breakdown.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in seeing what I look like in drag, then you can check that out.
Yes, Ricky has LA shows in for drag, so you can check it out if you're in LA. Is that right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. And Zoe, where can we find you?
You can find me at my Twitter handle is Eurydices with a Z at the end, so it's spelled like it sounds. And yeah, feel free to shoot me a DM if you have any questions about the gaming industry, about competing in the game changer scene, coaching, or just kind of like how to fit in Valorant or anything like that. I'm happy to give like my insight and my knowledge from my experience to anyone that reaches out. But once again, yeah, just preface that you're coming from this as well, because I do sometimes get a lot of DMs, and I can't promise that I read all of them. So
I
yeah.
can't imagine.
Well, that's
And,
valid.
And last but not least, Squid, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitch. I still stream. Even though I do have a full-time job now working in esports, I still stream on the side. And so you can find me at Squid0044 on literally every platform almost. So, but Twitter and Instagram are probably the main ones that I post to the most.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you. And let's get some games down. I think we only have time for like maybe
Ready.
1 or 2 Swift plays. And we're also going to bring a friend in as well to join us for our 5th. So I'm going to log in right now. Let's go. Time to
Okay, so
chill.
let me go to my game.
I'm going to go to my game screen. So your cams can be off for now. It's all good.
Can I close my do I no?
Just close
What am I
that.
doing? You know what I can do? I figured it out. I'm so smart sometimes.
You're good. You're good.
I have to
I'm just
hype
logging in
myself
now.
up.
I'm gonna go and push
Sick.
the talk real quick. Alrighty, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed that. We're just gonna play some games
What is y'all's
to
Guardian
finish off
voice?
the
Ooh,
finish
that's
off
a good question.
the stream.
I'm the Guardian. I love the
Mick
Guardian so much.
Foolery, if you're in
And
the
I have the
chat,
Z skin for it,
I
and
see
it's like my
you.
favorite. But yeah, the Guardian.
Alrighty,
What about you?
got you.
I'm a Vandal
Really?
player.
I love Vandal.
I like both.
But I've started to move to the Phantom a little bit because I'm normally like a run and gun kind of gamer, and I don't stop
Let me
to
get Mick
shoot.
in.
And sometimes I think that that it helps me a little. I don't know.
Let's go.
Also, Zoe, I love the amount of people who came in just for you. It made me smile.
Yeah. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed that content. Hi, Mick. Everyone, this is Mick Foolery.
Hi.
Hi, Nick.
How's it going?
Going good. Loved the chat. Thanks for
Aw.
streaming it, Tiny.
Of course.
Great.
Thanks for being here. Did you have any anything that stuck out to you, Mick, during that session?
Mostly I loved to hear like internal Riot employees talk about it, like makes efforts to make employees feel represented. And I just loved hearing, more about the efforts that go into that within the company, because I think if you can't do that from within the company, how can you do it in your media,
Truth.
Truth. Facts.
Mick, I don't know if we've ever spoken before, but I have seen you on Twitter.
Hi.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think we
Hi.
have either, but I've been seeing your name ever since Janae put this together, and I was super
Aw.
excited to watch y'all chat.
I love that.
Yay. I invited you, Squid, to the lobby.
Did you? Should I join? I mean, am I like the last one y'all are waiting on or
Yeah.
something? This is wild. Wild.
You're the last, yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
Nick, I'm so glad you updated your player card.
I
Before
know.
us.
Yes.
I noticed I noticed there was a trend, and I was not gonna be the one who broke it. Love that we all met.
Aw,
We
I
do
love this.
match.
It's so cute. The lesbian flag on. Are we ready to start Swiftplay?
I'm ready whenever y'all are.
I'm gonna
ready.
start the queue.
I'm good to go. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Are you gonna
I'm-
carry
I'm,
us, Zoe?
Is that yeah? Is that you
No,
gonna carry us?
Please
I'll
do.
probably go like 1 in 20 or something like that.
I think that that's the biggest
not.
lie.
That's a
Sounds
lie.
about right.
Zoe, don't you come for my title?
Don't you come from
I'm
my
representing-
title?
I'm representing the Iron 2 players over here, y'all. Not everyone who works at Riot Games are rock stars at the games. Let this be known.
Wait, what rank are you, Zoe?
Right now I'm Diamond 3,
Oh,
but the other day I was Ascendant, so we had a rough string of games.
Oh, okay. We gotta get some carries in.
I am
also, like,
Iron
totally
3.
same.
Oh, what make you
I'm totally a
cry?
diamond.
If you ever want to grind out
Okay.
of iron, let me know.
One of us.
Who's our
Can I be-
go-to here? Who's
Can I be
picking who?
Gecko?
Yes,
I'm-
you can do whatever you want.
I-
Jenna.
I secretly love being Brim,
Hey, yo.
or I'll be Sage.
Mm.
Daddy Brim.
I love Brimmy with the stimmy.
I am a Viper main, but I like to fill.
Oh,
Oh,
you be
you gotta
Viper
take
then. I'll
Viper
be
then.
Sage.
No, yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no, no,
I'm
no.
gonna-
You take Viper. No,
No.
no, no. It's too late. I'm
Viper
locking in
doesn't
Jen.
exist for me now.
Simon.
No, no,
Oh,
don't
no,
do that.
I'm locking. No, I'm locking in something else. Play Viper.
I can't
Do it,
watch
I
you
dare
play.
you.
I can't have you watch me play Viper now.
Do it.
I don't play
It's
Viper
so
on Breeze
cringe.
anyways, so I won't have any critiques.
That's amazing.
You're
That's
doing
like
great.
me though. I'm the same way. I'm like, oh, you're this main. I'm definitely not gonna play them in front of you because you're gonna be like, hey, there's a lineup here, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know.
I don't know lineups.
Just randomly put a wall down somewhere.
Rick,
None of my
it's
moves
just,
make
it's just a
sense.
Swift play.
I'm
It's
locking.
okay.
I'm locking, not
Oh
Viper.
my
Oh,
God.
okay.
Get it?
So
Get
no
it?
Viper.
So no
Okay.
smokes
No
now.
Viper.
No
one
Viper.
gets
Wait,
Viper.
hold on. There you
Oh,
go.
not a soul.
So we got a
That's
Harbor,
how petty I'll be.
Phoenix, a Fade,
I
and
do like our
Sage.
difference though. We did good. Oh, see, look, they don't know what's up. Hey, it's Pride Month, guys. Put your
Aw.
flags on.
Also, Mick, would
Oh,
you
we
like
got
to
someone with
introduce yourself?
W-Riz.
Oh,
Sorry,
I'm
I
Nick.
forgot.
Hi. I use
many
they /
times
any
must we turn them away?
pronouns.
How has this been
And
so long?
I'm a streamer and event manager for Neat Dude.
Hell yeah.
Neat dude.
Neat dude. We love that.
Oh, I'm gonna pick up one of y'all's guns that has a cool skin on it.
Yes, that's mine. I love the Valorant Go
Wait.
series. It's so good.
Which
I
one's that
kind
one?
of really love this little alien too.
It's
I
the
just
anime
have Battle
skinline.
Pass skins on this account.
There's oh, I forget. This isn't your main.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my ping is as high as Tiny's.
Oh, what the hell? Oh,
Oh,
y'all's
wow.
jumping
Terrifying.
up.
Where are you?
Oh, they're here.
They're
One's here.
here.
Oh, they're on B.
Oh my god. I'm like lagging.
It's one elbow, Phoenix.
Uh-oh.
74 on Phoenix.
Oh,
Which
shit.
button shoots the gun? No, I'm joking.
What? No, there's like two on me.
Player standing.
Wow, we are doing
Oh,
Oh, you got this, Ricky.
You guys, being the last, hearing those words, last player standing, just
Spike
instantly
planted.
sends me into an anxiety attack. Okay, let's see.
I believe in you.
I believe.
This is a
I've yet to
conversation
see
maybe we need to
Ulysses.
have.
Okay, remember, keep the cursor at head level. Okay,
I've never seen you lose in
Oh,
this
God.
particular situation.
Oh, NT, NT.
I just
GG.
did.
that's what it looks like.
I'm not gonna lie, these ending like final kill animations are so cool. Like I just love that
know.
aspect.
Love a good finisher.
Wait, so Ricky, do you
Right?
work on the skins or is that a different team?
Were you asking me or Ricky?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I missed
Oh,
it.
or any who would like
I don't
to
think
answer.
either of us work on
Yeah.
anything related to this
Oh.
skin, so
Damn.
I like the skins though.
Yeah, the skins are
They are great.
beautiful.
And
What is everyone's favorite skin line?
Oh.
Ooh, that's
Oh.
hard. I couldn't even tell
Oh
you.
my
that,
God.
To be honest.
I think I like the Radiant Crisis line, even though I don't have anything from it yet.
Hello?
that's the,
Ah, I'm gonna die. Oh my god.
right?
I'm so bad at this game
I
on
love the
hyping.
finisher. I also really like the new
Oh my
retro
god.
game arcade vibe.
Nice
the
kill.
Radiant Entertainment System one.
Yeah,
I'm a
Zoe.
big fan of that one too.
I live for Radiant Entertainment System. It's so good.
I like the DDR skin, but my favorite will probably be the. Oh, sorry. Go on.
complex.
I like the tree vandal. Which one's the tree vandal?
Oh yeah, the Gaia
Oh,
Thunder.
Gaia.
Yeah, the Gaia. Yeah, I like that
Mm,
one.
yeah.
And the Prime is a
Yeah.
good classic.
That's also one of my
Oh, and there's
favorites.
gone.
Oh, I think you can defuse.
Yeah, I definitely
no,
start
what?
that.
Oh, you're
Oh,
better.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Good stuff. Go team, go.
No, my button release.
Oh
No!
You might have got it.
Mick
That was
throwing.
amazing.
Oh my god. I
It's
did not
so
let go of
rude.
that button, guys. I swear.
I don't know.
Welcome to How to Play
Suspicious.
Valorant with Valorant Devs.
Throwing.
Yeah.
Oh
Throwing.
my god.
Reporting. Reporting.
Pass the feedback.
I
Pass the
swear,
feedback.
it's my suspiciously high ping.
Yeah, I'm on like 150. Oh
Yeah, I don't know
god.
why mine is like jumping around. But...
Wait,
Uh,
where do y'all see your ping?
on the waiting
Tab.
press tab.
Yeah, if you press tab.
Oh.
Are they on A this time?
Your
Oh,
feet
maybe
Oh
not.
on
man.
A.
Oh nice.
Oh,
Come on, mid. I'm down holes.
Oh my
I'm
god.
so good at this game.
What? The ping! They just appeared out of nowhere.
What's funny is I actually am so
What?
bad.
No, no, no. You can't be as bad
Damn.
as me right now.
I think it's making me
We
nervous.
have a carry. We
It's
have a
making me
carry.
nervous.
Okay, it's down to the rioters. Here we go.
Let's go. Oh, oh. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey yo. Oh shit. That's smart. Are you Harbor
I
main?
don't hear anything.
No charges.
Oh, we got this fight.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I believe in you.
Damn.
Ricky, where's your right buddy?
oh, it's where
30
is
seconds
it? I
left.
think it's on my Phantom.
Oh.
Oh, I hear things.
Oh, they took the
I
spike.
hear
Oh,
bad guy
oh, they
noises.
took it.
Ah, they got
Oh.
it.
They took it A.
You were too busy
Yeah,
dancing.
the A.
Also, how to not play.
That's so great, though. we would. That would happen, though, with a group of people that I'm playing with. Yes.
10 seconds left.
Oh.
Planted.
Ooh.
Last
Doors
player
and-
You
standing.
got him. Oh, dude.
Oh no!
Oh, nice try.
Yep,
Nice try.
good,
Nice
good.
try.
Good try.
ND,
Good try.
ND.
NT.
All right, so
Last round in
Tiny
the
and I
half.
are gonna get kills. We will.
Yes.
I'm trying my best.
I might use some of my abilities. I don't know. We'll see.
I believe in you.
You know what?
Oh,
Why don't we
God.
just go wall off A?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna wall off A immediately.
Pro
My ping is
strat.
just
I love
bad.
Thank you, thank you. I've worked really hard on it.
it. Tiny, I've seen you go 26-0 on the same ping, so no
Oh.
excuses.
I'm nervous.
Joke's over. You're dead.
What is that?
Bunny up elbow. Right now mid.
Wait,
Flashing?
Tiny and
Nice.
Squid.
What is it?
You
wanna
Gun buddies?
play? Let's
Gun
play.
buddies? Right, gun buddies?
Yes.
No, I don't.
We gotta make
Oh.
sure you both have them.
I have mine, but
All in the middle.
Squid.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset about it.
Well, then maybe I'll make you not upset.
I mean, if I could give one
my God.
away, that would be
It's like
great.
it's Pride Month or something.
Where what's the status of this game right now? Where's everyone?
I think
Oh,
you're like with
B.
Oh, okay.
Spike planted.
Okay.
Hi everyone.
Did we all forget we were playing a game? I did.
Last
Oh.
player standing.
Sorry, I'm also apologizing if I scream at all.
You should see me play this game. I
I do
scream
it
all the time.
It's like jump scares nonstop.
This is you should change the category to a horror game because this is a horror game.
It is kind of a
No,
horror
it
game.
legitimately is.
This is not an FPS game. It's a horror game.
All right. Off I go.
I have to show you
I
a clip
played this
later
the
of
other
me
day and I was doing
screaming.
so well. I heard. I
Just
just
the
got a
nerves.
chat. Ricky is me. Jump scared always.
Alright, vibes.
True, Sarah,
Yes,
true.
Syria. Hi everyone. Everyone, welcome on in. Hope you all doing well
Did everybody
today.
ring the bell for lock?
Wait, what bell?
What?
The bell?
You gotta
Hey,
smack
Zoe
the
with your
bell.
ghost. Fancy.
What? I've never done
I
that.
love that. I love that.
Alrighty. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna flash yet. Okay, I'm
Gonna
flashing.
stay behind this wall safely.
Oh, I don't have the bomb. Oh, wait, someone's just hitting me.
I forget when I play Sage that I don't need to rush in.
There's a turret
All right.
somewhere.
I'm gonna plant. I'm planting.
Yeah. There it is.
There's
Oh, Killjoy's on site.
Oh,
Oh, on flank.
a Killjoy though.
Yeah, she's a rat.
Okay, Tiny, who is your favorite
pulled
like
that player
gecko like?
Oh, like the Pokemon guy.
Yeah.
I like Dizzy. It's so cute when he
I love
sleeps.
Dizzy too. Dizzy's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Whoever
Is that the little
developed them,
armadillo
they're
looking
cute.
one?
The
Yeah,
blue
the
one.
blue one.
Yeah.
Oh, this was a quick
Defenders
game.
win.
Do you want to play another?
Wow, we did
Yeah.
so well.
We did so
We
good.
can't end on that.
Yeah, we gotta
warm
end
up.
on a win. Gotta end on a win.
We were doing the tutorial.
Jess, thank you so much
weren't we?
for the
That wasn't a real
sub. I
game.
appreciate it. Thank you. That game did not
Just a
exist.
warm-up,
I don't know what you're
doesn't
talking about. Yeah, that game did not exist.
Well, I've got, like,
That one-
weeklies
that one
to
doesn't
do,
count.
so-
Yeah.
This is
Oh
great.
god. I'm super. Oh my god, my career is ugly. I'm on the brink of deranking. Everyone, thank you so much for being here, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Are we switching up roles now?
I'll play whoever.
Mick,
I think
swear to
that
God,
Ricky
you gotta
should
be
play Viper.
Oh my god.
I'll go Raze. I used to main Raze. Representing the lesbians today.
Ayo.
Ayo,
Love it.
ayo, ayo.
I'll go Viper, but if you don't like my lineups, you have to let me know what yours are.
Okay.
I'm gonna be Reyna.
Hell
Did y'all
yeah.
see all the kills that I got last game? I should be Reyna, right?
100%.
I was that person that wanted to learn Reyna so bad, and so I'd play an unrated, and I just
I'm
insta
just
lock
gonna
Reyna
move
every
my
time.
stuff around here.
I know people didn't
so-
like me. I knew a person that
No,
hotkeyed a
people didn't
button.
like me. Oh my god.
I knew a person that hotkeyed a button that would insta lock Reyna.
I have
Huh?
heard about this person. I've
You didn't do
also met
that?
another person who knows this
Bye,
person,
Sabrina.
and I don't know who they are.
Switch it up, guys. Raze.
They're
Yeah.
like, because I think our friend groups blend a little.
Yeah.
I bet you it's the same person.
Oh my god, who is
I
that?
imagine.
No, I couldn't tell you who it was. I don't remember.
Ah,
Someone
they
else
dodged.
told me.
That's so funny. Well,
Oh, what?
they dodged.
Wait, look how pretty this looks, though.
Match
Hmm?
yeah.
You look good.
Okay, you guys,
You
so
look
that's an
good.
example of motion graphics. You guys just witnessed it. The match found.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
Is that you?
You did that?
Well, I didn't know. Somebody on the team did,
Oh.
but yes.
But you changed the font. It throws me off.
the font is a temporary thing. That's gonna be fixed
Oh,
later.
okay, okay.
Ignore the font. Ignore the font. Yeah,
Spoiler
something
alert.
happened, and yeah, we were adjusting some of our fonts in the client, and some things broke a little bit here and there. So it's intended to be the bolder font that you're used to.
Oh.
I think that that's something that a lot of
Hi,
people don't
Fluffy.
realize, the amount of like one small thing like And we're humans. Like no one's perfect. So like one small thing can like change a few other things in a game, and people get so upset. And I'm like, y'all don't realize the amount of stuff that they do every single day just to keep it running.
True.
I was like,
Yeah,
and then to continue to like make better, but then also maybe fix something. It's
Games.
There's a lot that goes into it.
This is our second
You
game.
heard it here
Well, we're
first.
just on
It's gonna be
Swiftplay for
Comic
now.
Sans.
Oh my god,
It's gonna
can
be
you
Comic
can you
Sans.
do it that for like
Don't at me.
like April Fool's joke?
Oh God. You're asking a dangerous question.
I was like, we're gonna get Ricky like
This is
removed from the
all.
team.
I would like to take
I
that
know,
idea.
So today's my last day
No,
at
I'm
Riot
kidding.
Games.
They heard that I planned an April Fool's joke.
That'd be so funny.
I
Have you ever done
love-
April Fool's joke?
Their jet
I
is
think so.
nothing
So
compared
this
to
year for
ours.
April Fools, you mean like Valorant?
Yeah. Did we do
So this year for
something?
April Fools, they released the Cypher video, or Cypher's Revenge. Did you guys
Oh,
see
that's
that?
right. Yeah. I remember.
It's pretty
I don't think I
incredible. For
did.
those who are Valorant fans who didn't see it, I recommend you go to the Valorant YouTube page and just. So basically, the gag is that like in any sort of like new features or new agent like video that comes out, like Cypher is always the one who dies, kind of like Kenny from South Park. And so they came out with a video where they gave him some quote unquote buffs to make him
As
OP,
baited.
and he got his revenge. So that's kind of the premise.
Oh. Let's go Cypher.
I love the jumping. I feel like a rabbit. Little bunny. Oh, I probably should. I'm an initiator. I'm so sorry, everyone. Hang
Oh,
on.
nice kill. Oh, you're good. I'm gonna.
Oh my god, I'm rubber banding. Ooh.
Oh, one stairs. I'm
Enemy
gonna
spotted
throw
B.
grenade.
Reloading. Someone's in defender spawn.
Ah, please. Oh, thanks. Oh, you're so cracked.
Reloading.
Oh my god, I cannot aim.
I'm gonna go plant.
Oh,
And we're gonna plant right.
Oh, I'm
CT.
dead. They're both there.
They're both there. Oh
We
my
got
god,
'em.
my
Don't
aim right
worry.
now is
One enemy
disgusting.
remaining.
Nice.
Oh, she's stuck on
Oh,
site.
nice. Well done.
Ooh,
Good job,
all
guys.
right.
Look at this animal. What is that?
Wait, is your names hidden in the game? Can they see your names right now?
My name?
Oh, the Riot,
Who's
the
name?
Riot one.
I don't
Oh.
believe mine's hidden, is it?
Mine's
I
not
can see
hidden, so.
Oh. Interesting.
I
Interesting.
just
my
realized that
favorite-
like
Let's go, Viper.
W.
No, go ahead.
I didn't mean
No,
to. That
no,
was an
please.
accident.
Go ahead.
No, I don't even know what I was gonna say anymore. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah,
Like
really
really my
stressed
favorite
myself
Riot
out.
April Fool's joke, or like
Ooh, tell us.
prank Riot played on the community was this was a long time ago, but this was back when they dropped Lee Sin in League of Legends.
Oh, whoops.
And they released a video
Hello.
that was just playing on like this was back when like the Chuck Norris joke was a thing.
Oh.
And they like had him be super OP, and they were like, yeah, we're dropping this like character who does martial arts, and they're super buff. And get used to it. It was very, very funny, very well done.
Oh my god, my lag.
One enemy remaining.
I just rubber banded so bad.
Yeah,
but somehow
same.
got the kill.
7.
I don't remember seeing that.
Let's go.
Oh,
I don't
Tiny,
think
this
I'm-
was like probably
Ages
like
ago.
7 years ago at this
Their jet
point.
is
Oh.
hard to get.
Oh, it was for League.
Yes, it was League.
Ah,
yeah.
yeah, I don't play
Mhm.
League. Do
I
enemies
don't
shoot deads better in this
anymore,
game?
but I did in high school.
I have no idea. We haven't got anything yet. We haven't got anything
There's
yet.
a question in your chat there that like,
Mhm.
do enemies treat devs better in game? I would say it's the opposite. I think when enemies see a
Uh-huh.
dev, they take it as a challenge,
Ah.
even though they don't know what they're getting themselves into with me because it's not worth it. But
Yeah. The ego just shoots
know,
right up.
Cutting their
Nice shot.
yeah, I feel like, or it's like, oh, like if I ace, like, can I get a gun buddy and
Oh,
all that
gun
sort of
buddy.
stuff. I don't know, Zoe. Do you feel like enemies go harder on you because you have Riot in your name?
I don't necessarily know if I'd say they go harder. I will say that I get less toxicity, so that's good.
Oh, give me that gun. Ah,
But,
that's good.
I don't know. I feel like it's also a bit harder to have genuine interactions with people with it on sometimes.
Mm. You must get a lot about
It's
this.
very
Oh
Oh
man.
my god, I have the spike.
Ooh,
He said, "Oh my god, with the spike."
nice.
Yes, the
Nice.
cover.
Huge right. Good night,
I was, like, holding
Francis.
my angles. I was like,
Last
yeah.
round before the
Where's the
switch.
beat sound? Why haven't we planted this yet?
Yeah, I got
Wanna
my
go B
one.
now since we think they might think we're
I
going.
got my
here.
kill.
I like to
Since we
play
think
mind
they think.
games.
Are you slaying?
Yeah, 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 no, I play so many mind
Emily,
games.
thank you so much
No,
for
it's what do
modding,
you
by the
mean they
way.
think
Temp
that we
modding.
think that they think.
Mods, thank you so much for
It's me. Does it
modding
look
today.
like me
What?
over here in this corner?
This
Does
other
this look like me?
squid or the
The
octopus?
squid.
It's Omen.
Oh yeah, oh wait, what those? What the?
Oh.
Absurd.
Wait, oh.
Ooh, 117.
Oh my god. Oh, one stairs. Stairs.
Get out of my way. Spike carrier's down.
Oh. She got me.
Spike down B.
Oh,
AJ got me
CT
good.
and stairs.
I've never seen you Lucy's.
Yeah, you got this.
Never seen you lose
Alright.
this particular situation.
$5.
Ever.
$5.
Is this a meme? You guys, I'm too old. I don't know what you're saying.
Because it's true, we've never seen you lose
Is this a
this
meme?
particular
Oh my
situation.
god. Oh my
can't believe you
god.
Hi
doesn't
Molly. Happy Pride. Happy Pride,
115.
everyone. Thanks for
That
being
was
here.
know.
Switching
impressive.
sides.
We got this.
Damn.
We got
My
this.
stuff has not
We
fallen
got
yet.
this.
Ooh. Don't mind me gun
me.
shopping for a classic and spawn. Thank you.
No, I do the same thing. Don't worry.
Hi.
I haven't like picked what classic skin I want yet. I'm like, man, it's got to be good because you see your classic all the time.
Oh. I only
Yeah.
have one classic skin. It's the Prime.
I need to buy one actually.
Prime's a good one.
Yeah, Prime's a
Yeah,
good
I like the
OG.
prime.
I have the older collection of the Prime. Don't ask how much I spent on this game.
They're coming. A.
Okay.
Neon mid.
Coming. I'm on my way. So I think after this game, we finish the segment.
Okay.
It's taking so much
I
money.
think they might wrap back
I know.
around. I think
Yeah.
we scared them.
At mid.
Oh no, there's still one here. I think.
Are they here?
I heard feet. They may have just rotated.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. Oh, they're mid.
Okay.
Oh.
Careful.
Oh my god.
One's in
please.
mid.
Yeah, neon.
Dropped.
Ooh.
Spike planted.
Where's this neon?
Neon CT.
Oh. Oh, she's right here on me. She's CT to you. Oh, she's on the stairs now. One backside.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna blind. Go ahead.
Multiple enemy.
There's one in
Hello?
both.
Can she stop moving?
There's two in boathouse.
Oh my god.
Enemy remaining.
Focus. Oh my
Last
god.
player standing.
Got this. She's
I
both.
hate neon movement. I hate the neon movement. NT.
And two.
Oh
take
my god. Neon, just stop moving. God damn.
When you guys are like queuing with your like you've got like a friend or two in Discord, but then you've got like a you know a random or two in your group. When your friend like you say NT to them in voice chat, but do you also type it in the chat just so the other people in the team don't think you're an ass?
I always say it into the actual team chat. Like I say it on the game chat.
I do.
Even if it's
I
your
say both.
friends like you're talking to.
Even if
I'll
it's
put
my
it in
friend.
the chat. I'll put it in the chat just so the other people on the team know that I'm cool. You know.
Okay, Squid with a classic.
Like no, they did a nice job. And I want them to know that
Oh,
I'm
let's
proud
do
of
that.
them.
Oh.
There's like two here. Oh, last two here.
Yeah, Fade's around the corner. I didn't hit her for anything.
88 on the
And
stage.
66 on
Not
the fade.
bad. Really? Hi, Bang.
Well, that's
Bang,
about
how
to
are
break,
you?
right?
Oh,
Hope so. I hear them. I'm so tempted to just lob Dizzy above this wall, but I don't feel like that would be helpful in any sense.
Hit him with the question mark.
Am I? Just for fun.
Oh, is this wall gonna break? They're still out there.
One enemy.
Oh!
There you are.
It doesn't need to
Oh
break.
my
Let's go, Zoe.
god! 2 bullets! 2 bullets!
Match point.
We're here. We're the
Oh, you
best.
scared me.
Any of you forget that.
In my team, I think.
Yeah.
That
That was
cute.
hot shit.
I was so scared that I would have responsibility right then, and I'm like, whew, thank God.
I just love that I watched you the whole time stand behind that wall. It was great.
It's about
It
the
is gonna be-
content.
Oh, they're nerfing the
1000%.
shorty soon, right?
I'm not seeing anyone on A.
Oh,
Oh, I just
Oh.
spoke in game too. My bad.
You're good. Oh, Neon's here.
That's a natural
Mm.
reaction.
I can't swear. Oh my god, hello? 69 on the Neon. She dead now.
Okay.
I'm spectating Zoe, just trying to learn. Punching the
Yeah.
air is critical. Okay.
Oh, they just walled the backside off.
Oh. And got
Last player
Oh.
standing.
I thought Eurydice was an enemy.
You got this,
Huh?
Squid.
You got
Do
this.
You got
You got
this.
this.
You win these.
That
Yeah,
turret
we
didn't know what it
do.
had coming.
Sure.
You win these. You win these.
Hi,
Yeah, that turret
love.
had
How
no
are
idea.
you? Got this. I never see you lose.
I like your gun skin.
I
though.
love this
Spike
one.
planted.
I call this one the watermelon skin. I don't know why. Is my mic working?
Well, that didn't help.
Wait, is my mic working right now?
Oh,
Ooh,
nice
try it,
shot.
try it, try it.
Wait,
right.
I don't know if my
I'm
mic
gonna
is
type
working.
it so that I feel
damage
cool.
to all of them.
Yeah.
Let me see if mic is good. Hold on.
These are so mean.
Just so the randoms know that we're.
Let me just... I don't know if my mic was working. Yeah. Don't I Discord? Because it always just randomly like cuts out. Wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Sweet. Hello.
I think it's been working, but
Oh, okay.
we've also been hoonering a lot, so I'm not sure.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Sweet. Thank you, chat.
I never noticed all this pizza in this corner. This is my favorite corner. Now.
This was funky. Yeah. My mixer is always funky. I have to like unplug it and then plug it back in. Oh.
Ooh. Shit, man. Up one mid.
120 on 20 on KJ.
Play.
Last player.
Oh my god. Nice trade.
Nice.
Died on the wall.
You got this. You got this.
No. Oh, it's. No, I don't.
You win these.
Ah, nice try.
TNT.
What do we check? What mixer are you using? The
Light it up.
Rodecaster Pro 2.
Sudden death.
You're up.
Oh
Stay
shit.
safe. We're going back in.
We got this.
Right.
My
for
lag
all
is
the
so
marbles.
bad today.
We
Wait, I have
win
5
these.
kills?
You're not bad today.
Oh. I didn't realize I have
for
5
you, man.
kills.
I will say we are on defense and I keep pushing, so I'm gonna stay back
Oh, right.
a
Yeah,
problem.
true.
where I like to like push on
Did
defense.
you update it?
And it's not necessary. So I'm
Oh.
gonna stay back this time. And I'm
I
saying that out loud to hold
haven't.
myself accountable.
Alright, okay. I'll check after the stream. Thank you, Bang. Thank you. Hello, bro. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. To all the new friends, welcome. Oh, they're here again.
Hey.
Revenge.
Good stuff.
I don't know what I do now. Zoe coach me.
Here we go,
Okay,
coaching
Raise on the
time.
other side. 2 of them on the left.
If you shoot them in the head, you'll win.
Spike
okay,
down.
I'll try that. Hey.
29 on the
One
side.
enemy.
Oh
that was
my
bad,
god,
but we'll
this
take it.
sage.
Oh, there's one in the corner right there.
Be main, be
Next to
main.
Spike.
Please.
On
Pinch
ping,
'em.
right here.
Ooh.
Oh.
We're dizzying. Dizzy
Yes! Let's
Oh,
go!
guys.
GG's. Ending on a win.
Jeez.
Yes.
Aw, this
Wow,
is so
Sudden death
fun.
win.
Yeah, which is better. Yay, MVP. GG's.
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 What a way to end the night or my morning.
Love it.
It's
Yeah,
only
it's like
9:30
your
right
morning.
now. Yeah, I have a whole day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we can play another if you have time or if you need to go back to work. Up to you.
I think I
I've
gotta
gotta
get back to it,
bounce.
Go back to
unfortunately.
it.
Yeah.
No
But this was
worries.
so fun,
No,
though.
yeah.
This was fun, yeah.
Yeah, if you ever want to play again, let me know. I'm down.
Yeah. Anytime you guys see me
Carry.
online, please hit me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, let me add y'all real quick. Let me add friends.
GG's.
I have like no friends on Valorant.
Yeah.
Like, I
me
rant
too.
all the time. I'm not
Oh,
gonna lie,
good.
I solo queue all the time.
Oh, that's a hard one.
It's fun though. I meet new people.
Oh, damn.
Oh, gosh.
Damn. I get the opposite. No, I'm kidding. But
Seriously,
thank
thank
you.
y'all so much for doing this with us.
Of course. Thank you everyone for being here. Mick, thanks for joining in with the games as well.
Yeah,
It's
thanks
so
for
nice
letting
to
me
meet
hop
you.
in.
Yeah, thank
Of
you, Mick.
course. But yeah, everyone
Hey, Ricky,
enjoy
let me know what I
rest of
need
your
to
day.
do.
Oh.
Let me know what I need to do for my little buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get that to you right now, actually. Thank you for saying that, so I don't forget.
Aw.
My heart.
Can
And
I
then
have
Mick,
one
you
to
can have
give
one
away?
too.
Yes.
There's not a way. There's not a way for us to do that. I don't think we can maybe hit up Atomic Freeze. Maybe they know, but I've
Oh.
never heard of that.
Ooh, maybe I can give a free gun buddy. That's so good.
But we can maybe I don't know. Let's try to figure it out. But
No, it's
okay,
so
one
good. It's so
second.
good. We can do it off stream. Off stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank y'all
So-
though. Oh, do you need me
Oh.
for something?
I'm just gonna
Oh.
make sure you get it real quick if that's okay.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah! Welcome to the club.
I know.
Right,
wait,
buddy
what?
club.
It's like, wait, I'm gonna be totally that person that they're like, wow, how do you? I'll
It's
be
like,
like,
I know
Mm.
I know people.
I'm actually really, really good at the game. I'm just being nice.
My like phone app to give out
Citizens,
the
thank you
gun
so
buddies
much
is
for
being
the
dumb right now,
biddies.
so I'm gonna do it
Appreciate
for
it.
my work laptop after we sign off. But yes, I'll get it to
Oh,
you.
You're so
good.
kind. No
Everyone,
rush at all.
It was
I
nice to
appreciate it in
meet
general.
you.
Nice to meet you guys too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll see you around.
See you
Thank you
guys.
for
Have a
today.
good one.
Yeah, have a good
Have a
day.
good
Good
one.
night.
Happy
Thank you
Pride
again.
Month.
Happy Pride.
Happy
Yay.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. And that's done. We are finished with the Riot segment. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you all enjoyed that segment. The stream in general. I hope. Oh my god, I was so nervous.